The 70s were chaotic. It was a decade of blue smoke, stained fingernails, and the smell of high-octane fuel hanging in the morning air. There were no traction control nannies or liquid-cooled silencers, just the raw mechanical symphony of steel and courage. These beautifully crafted machines didn't just move you, they demanded you be a rider. Today, we go back to the garage to expose 20 motorcycles that prove the golden era never ended. Let's go. Number 20. The Kawasaki H2 Mach 4. We begin with a motorcycle that perfectly demonstrates why 70s bikes remain relevant. The Kawasaki H2 a two-stroke triple that delivers terrifying performance with shocking reliability. What makes the H2 still relevant today? Kawasaki engineered this 748cc two-stroke triple to produce 74 horsepower in a bike weighing just 432 pounds. That power-to-weight ratio embarrasses modern middleweight bikes, costing 5 times as much. The two-stroke engine is simple. No valves to adjust, no complex timing chains, just pistons and rings. The performance is legendary. The H2 accelerates with violent urgency that modern bikes cannot match unless you spend $15,000. The power delivery is immediate. No turbo lag, no waiting for electronics to calculate optimal fueling. You twist the throttle and the bike explodes forward. The top speed of 110 miles per hour seems modest until you realize the bike gets there in about 12 seconds. The maintenance is brilliantly simple. The H2 uses 3 Mikuni carburetors that you can rebuild yourself with a $20 kit. The electrical system is so simple that wiring diagrams fit on one page. The suspension is basic, but rebuildable with readily available parts. Nothing on this bike requires a computer to diagnose. But here is the crushing blow to modern bikes. H2 750 models in good condition sell for $4,000 to $8,000. That is less than most modern middleweight sport bikes, and the H2 will outrun them while being cheaper to maintain and more fun to ride. When a 50-year-old bike outperforms and costs less than modern machines, that proves something fundamental about motorcycle design. The H2 is two-stroke violence, but what if you want four-stroke sophistication with similar performance? Our next motorcycle combines refinement with shocking capability. Number 19. The Honda CB750. The Honda CB750 launched the universal Japanese motorcycle ERA, a bike so fundamentally well-designed that it established the template every manufacturer still follows. What makes the CB750 superior to modern bikes? Honda engineered this 736cc air-cooled SOHC inline-4 with such conservative tuning and robust components that these engines routinely exceed 100,000 miles with basic maintenance. The engine produces 67 horsepower, adequate for confident highway riding and spirited backroad carving without the fragility of modern high-strung motors. The simplicity is profound. The CB750 uses 4 simple constant velocity carburetors that never require dealer diagnostics. The electrical system is so basic that any shade tree mechanic can troubleshoot it. The air-cooled engine eliminates water pumps, radiators, and thermostats, components that fail on modern bikes and cost hundreds to replace. The points ignition can be adjusted with a feeler gauge and screwdriver. But the genius of the CB750 is the total cost of ownership. These bikes sell for $3,000 to $7,000, depending on condition. Insurance is cheap because they are not sport bikes. Maintenance consists of oil changes, valve adjustments every 8,000 miles that cost $50 in parts, and occasional carburetor cleaning. Compare that to modern bikes requiring $1,000 services, expensive electronics repairs, and rapid depreciation. The CB750 is Japanese reliability, but what if you want something with more character? A British twin that thumps with personality. Our next motorcycle delivers exactly that. Number 18. The Triumph Bonneville T120. The Triumph Bonneville represents everything beautiful about 70s motorcycles. Character, simplicity, and mechanical connection that modern bikes completely lack. What makes the 73 to 75 Bonneville still relevant? Triumph engineered this 744cc air-cooled parallel twin with a 360-degree crankshaft that creates a distinctive exhaust note modern bikes cannot replicate. The engine produces 50 horsepower with torquey delivery that makes the bike feel faster than the numbers suggest. The pushrod valve train is simple and virtually indestructible. The simplicity is profound. The Bonneville uses 2 Yamaha carburetors that you can rebuild in an hour with basic tools. The electrical system is Lucas, which has a reputation for unreliability, but when you understand it, it is dead simple to troubleshoot and repair. The air-cooled engine never overheats, never needs coolant changes, never requires water pump replacements. But here is what separates the Bonneville from modern bikes: the emotional connection. Riding a Bonneville is an experience, not just transportation. You hear the engine, feel the vibration, smell the oil and exhaust. Modern bikes isolate you from the mechanical process. The Bonneville makes you part of the machine. The Bonneville values have exploded. Good examples now sell for $8,000 to $15,000. But even at those prices, they represent better value than modern retro bikes that fake the classic aesthetic while using complex electronics that will fail in 15 years. The Bonneville will still be running in 50 years. The Bonneville is British character, but what if you want Italian exotica with race-bred performance? Our next motorcycle is a Moto Guzzi legend. Number 17. The Moto Guzzi V7 Sport, 1971 to 1974. The Moto Guzzi V7 Sport represents Italian engineering brilliance, a bike that combined innovative design with bulletproof reliability. What makes the V7 Sport still impressive? Moto Guzzi engineered this 748cc transverse V-twin with shaft drive and linked brakes, technology that would not become common for decades. The engine produces 52 horsepower with torquey delivery. The low center of gravity and excellent weight distribution create handling that embarrasses many modern bikes. The innovation is remarkable. The transverse V-twin layout provides perfect access for maintenance. The cylinder heads protrude from the sides, making valve adjustments trivially easy. The shaft drive eliminates chain maintenance forever. The linked braking system provides excellent stopping power. These were revolutionary features in 1971. The reliability is legendary. V7 sport bikes routinely exceed 80,000 miles with basic maintenance. The air-cooled V-twin is simple and robust. The shaft drive is bulletproof. The Del Orto carburetors are simple and rebuildable. Nothing on this bike requires electronic diagnostics. But what makes the V7 Sport special is that it proves Italian bikes can be reliable. The stereotype is that Italian motorcycles are beautiful but fragile. The V7 Sport is beautiful and bulletproof, proving that proper engineering creates durability regardless of country of origin. V7 Sport bikes now sell for $15,000 to $25,000, collector prices reflecting their rarity and significance. But even at those prices, they represent better long-term value than modern bikes that depreciate rapidly and require expensive electronics repairs. If you are loving these indestructible 70s machines, hit that like button and drop a comment telling us which decade you think produced the best motorcycles. Subscribe so you catch our next video on budget motorcycle restoration. The V7 Sport is Italian innovation, but what if you want Japanese performance with competition heritage? Our next motorcycle is a Yamaha two-stroke. Number 16. The Yamaha RD350. The Yamaha RD350 represents the pinnacle of small displacement two-stroke design, a bike that delivers shocking performance with incredible reliability. What makes the RD350 still relevant? Yamaha engineered this 347 cc two-stroke parallel twin to produce 39 horsepower in a bike weighing just 341 pounds. That power-to-weight ratio equals many modern 500cc bikes. The two-stroke design provides instant throttle response that modern fuel injection systems cannot match. The performance is astonishing. The RD350 accelerates with urgency that embarrasses bikes with twice the displacement. The top speed of 100 miles per hour seems modest until you realize the bike weighs less than most bicycles and handles like a scalpel. The handling is so good that these bikes were dominant in club racing for decades. The simplicity is brilliant. The two-stroke engine has no valves, no timing chains, no complex lubrication systems, just pistons, rings, and bearings. Maintenance consists of mixing oil with fuel and occasional top-end rebuilds that cost $200 and take 4 hours in your garage. Compare that to modern bikes requiring expensive valve services and electronic diagnostics. But the genius of the RD350 is that Yamaha proved small displacement does not mean boring. This bike provides more smiles per mile than most modern sport bikes while costing less to buy and maintain. When a 50-year-old 350 is more fun than a modern 600, that says something about motorcycle design priorities. RD350 bikes now sell for $5,000 to $10,000 for good examples. That is less than most modern sport bikes, and the RD will appreciate while modern bikes depreciate. The RD350 is two-stroke magic, but what if you want four-stroke refinement with superbike performance? Our next motorcycle is a Kawasaki legend. Number 15. The Kawasaki Z1, 1972 to 1975. The Kawasaki Z1 represents the birth of the Japanese superbike, a motorcycle that proved Japanese manufacturers could build bikes that outperformed European exotica while costing half as much. What makes the Z1 superior to modern bikes? Kawasaki engineered this 903cc air-cooled DOHC inline-4 to produce 82 horsepower supercar numbers in 1972. The top speed of 130 miles per hour exceeded most cars of the ERA. The handling was good enough that these bikes dominated street racing for years. The performance is still impressive. The Z1 accelerates from 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, matching many modern sport bikes. The quarter-mile time of 12.5 seconds at 107 miles per hour would be respectable today. The engine pulls hard from 3,000 revolutions per minute to the 8,000 revolutions per minute redline with linear power delivery. But what makes the Z1 special is the emotional impact. This bike terrified riders when it was new. It was genuinely dangerous in inexperienced hands. Modern bikes are so sanitized with electronics that they remove the fear factor. The Z1 demands respect and skill, making you a better rider. Z1 bikes now sell for $8,000 to $15,000 depending on condition. At those prices, they represent better value than modern sport bikes that depreciate rapidly and require expensive maintenance. The Z1 will appreciate while modern bikes lose value. The Z1 is superbike pioneering. But what if you want something more manageable with excellent handling? Our next motorcycle is a Honda legend. Number 14. The Honda CB404. The Honda CB404 represents peak small displacement design, a bike that combined inline-4 smoothness with lightweight handling and 6-speed versatility. What makes the CB404 still relevant? Honda engineered this 408cc air-cooled SOHC inline-4 with 6 speeds, unprecedented for a 400cc bike. The engine produces 37 horsepower with turbine smooth delivery. The bike weighs just 366 pounds, creating excellent handling. The 6-speed transmission provides perfect gearing for any situation. The smoothness is exceptional. The inline-4 provides minimal vibration with refined power delivery. The engine revs freely to 10,000 RPM with smooth acceleration. The sound is magnificent, a mechanical symphony that makes every ride special. Modern singles and twins cannot match this smoothness. The handling is legendary. The CB404 is light and flickable with neutral characteristics. The suspension is basic but functional. The brakes are adequate. The overall package is so well balanced that these bikes dominated club racing and remain competitive today in vintage events. But the genius of the CB404 is that Honda-approved small displacement inline fours were practical. Most manufacturers thought fours required large displacement. Honda showed that proper engineering creates refinement, regardless of size. CB404 bikes now sell for $5,000 to $10,000. At those prices, they represent incredible value, more character and engagement than modern bikes costing twice as much. The CB404 is inline for perfection. But what if you want something with more power? Our next motorcycle is a Suzuki muscle bike. Number 13, the Suzuki GT750. The Suzuki GT750 represents two-stroke triple brilliance, a bike that combined brutal acceleration with surprising reliability. What makes the GT750 still impressive? Suzuki engineered this 738cc two-stroke triple to produce 67 horsepower in a bike weighing 461 pounds. The power-to-weight ratio creates violent acceleration. The top speed of 115 miles per hour was impressive for the era. The performance is shocking. The GT750 accelerates with two-stroke urgency that modern bikes cannot match without advanced electronics and complex engines. The power delivery is immediate with minimal lag. The acceleration from 40 to 80 miles per hour is brutal, perfect for highway passing. The reliability of two-stroke triples surprises modern riders. Yes, these engines require more frequent maintenance than four-strokes, but the maintenance is simpler and cheaper. Top-end rebuilds cost $350 in parts. No valve adjustments, no timing chains, no complex lubrication systems. But what makes the GT750 special is the character. The two-stroke triple provides unique power delivery and distinctive sound. Modern bikes are so refined, they lack personality. The GT750 has character in abundance. GT750 bikes now sell for $4,000 to $8,000. At those prices, they represent excellent value for riders wanting unique experiences that modern bikes cannot provide. The GT750 is two-stroke character, but what if you want touring capability with legendary reliability? Our next motorcycle is a BMW legend. Number 12, the BMW R755. The BMW R755 represents German engineering excellence, a motorcycle that combined touring capability with bulletproof reliability. What makes the R755 superior to modern bikes? BMW engineered this 745cc air-cooled boxer twin with shaft drive and legendary durability. The engine produces 50 horsepower with torquey delivery, perfect for touring. The shaft drive eliminates chain maintenance. The air-cooled design is simple and robust. The reliability is absolutely legendary. R755 engines routinely exceed 150,000 miles with basic maintenance. These bikes have crossed continents, operated in extreme conditions, and refuse to quit. Owners report running these engines for decades without major work. The touring capability is excellent. The R755 provides comfortable ergonomics for long distances. The seat is supportive, the riding position is neutral, and the wind protection is adequate. The fuel tank holds 5.8 gallons, providing excellent range. The luggage capacity is generous. But the genius of the R755 is that BMW-approved touring bikes do not require complex electronics. This bike provides excellent long-distance capability with simple mechanics that any rider can maintain. Modern touring bikes bristle with electronics that fail and require expensive repairs. R75. 5 bikes now sell for $8,000 to $15,000. At those prices, they represent better long-term value than modern touring bikes that depreciate rapidly and require electronic repairs. The R755 is German touring, but what if you want American muscle with classic styling? Our next motorcycle is a Harley legend. Number 11. The Harley-Davidson FX Superglide. The Harley-Davidson FX Superglide launched the factory custom movement, a bike that combines sportster performance with big twin torque. What makes the FX Superglide still relevant? Harley engineered this bike with a 1200cc shovelhead V-twin, producing 65 horsepower with massive torque. The combination of sportster front end and big twin engine created unique handling. The styling was revolutionary. No chrome, no pretense, just functional beauty. The character is purely American. The shovelhead V-twin thumps with a rhythm that defines motorcycling for millions. The exhaust note is deep and distinctive. The vibration at IDL is substantial, not a flaw, but a feature that provides personality modern bikes lack. The simplicity is profound. The shovelhead engine uses simple valve train with adjustable push rods. The carburetor is basic and rebuildable. The electrical system is simple and troubleshooting. Nothing requires computer diagnostics. But what makes the FX Superglide special is the cult following. These bikes represent authentic Harley heritage before the company became corporate. Riders who want real Harley character choose shovelheads over modern bikes. FX Superglide bikes now sell for $8,000 to $20,000, depending on condition. At those prices, they represent better investment than modern Harleys that depreciate immediately. Are you amazed by these indestructible 70s machines? Smash that like button, tell us in the comments which 70s bike you would ride, and subscribe for more legendary motorcycle content. The FX Superglide is American muscle. But what if you want Italian exotica with race heritage? Our next motorcycle is a Ducati legend. Number 10. The Ducati 750 Sport. The Ducati 750 Sport represents Italian engineering artistry, a motorcycle that combined race-bred design with surprising reliability. What makes the 750 Sport still impressive? Ducati engineered this 748cc Desmodromic L-twin with innovative valve train that eliminates valve springs. The engine produces 60 horsepower with distinctive character. The handling was exceptional for the era. These bikes dominated production racing. The innovation is remarkable. The Desmodromic valve train uses mechanical linkages to open and close valves, eliminating valve springs that can break or lose tension. This allows higher RPM and more aggressive cam profiles. The design is complex but incredibly durable when properly maintained. But what makes the 750 Sport special is the emotional connection. Riding this bike is an experience. The distinctive L-twin sound, the mechanical complexity you can see, the Italian heritage. Modern Ducatis have the heritage but lack the simplicity. 750 Sport bikes now sell for $20,000 to $40,000, collector prices reflecting their rarity. But they represent better long-term investment than modern Ducatis that depreciate rapidly. Did you own one of these legends? Let us know in the comments. The 750 Sport is Italian racing, but what if you want Japanese reliability with cruiser styling? Our next motorcycle is a Honda legend. Number 9. The Honda CB360. The Honda CB360 represents peak small displacement design, a motorcycle that combined inline twin smoothness with lightweight handling. What makes the CB360 still relevant? Honda engineered this 356cc air-cooled SOHC parallel twin to produce 34 horsepower with smooth delivery. The bike weighs just 339 pounds, creating excellent handling. The 6-speed transmission provides perfect gearing. The smoothness is exceptional for a twin. The SOHC design with balance shaft minimizes vibration. The engine revs freely to 9,000 RPM with smooth power delivery. The sound is pleasant and refined. Modern singles cannot match this smoothness. The handling is legendary. The CB360 is light and flickable with neutral characteristics. The suspension is basic but functional. The brakes are adequate. The overall package is so well balanced that these bikes remain popular for city riding. But the genius of the CB360 is that Honda-proved small bikes could be sophisticated. This bike provides refinement that modern small bikes lack. Most modern small bikes use crude singles, while the CB360 used a sophisticated twin. CB360 bikes now sell for $3,000 to $6,000. At those prices, they represent incredible value for urban riders. The CB360 is urban perfection. But what if you want off-road capability? Our next motorcycle is a Yamaha legend. Number 8. The Yamaha DT350. The Yamaha DT350 represents peak two-stroke enduro design, a motorcycle that combined off-road capability with street-legal versatility. What makes the DT350 still impressive? Yamaha engineered this 346cc two-stroke single to produce 32 horsepower with instant throttle response. The bike weighs just 287 pounds, creating excellent maneuverability. The 6-speed transmission provides perfect gearing for varied terrain. The capability is remarkable. The DT350 handles off-road terrain with confidence while remaining streetable for commuting. The two-stroke power provides instant response, perfect for technical terrain. The lightweight makes the bike manageable for all riders. The simplicity is brilliant. The two-stroke single has no valves, no complex systems, just piston and rings. Maintenance consists of mixing oil with fuel and occasional top-end rebuilds. The electrical system is minimal and simple. But what makes the DT350 special is the versatility. This bike handles trail riding, commuting, and adventure touring with equal capability. Modern dual sports are heavier and more complex. DT350 bikes now sell for $3,000 to $7,000. At those prices, they represent excellent value for versatile riders. The DT350 is dual sport brilliance. But what if you want cafe racer styling with performance? Our next motorcycle is a Norton legend. Number 7. The Norton Commando 750. The Norton Commando represents British engineering at its finest, a motorcycle that combined innovative design with classic character. What makes the Commando still relevant? Norton engineered this 745 to 828 cc air-cooled parallel twin with isoelastic rubber mounting that isolated engine vibration from the frame. The engine produces 60 horsepower with torque delivery. The handling was excellent for the era. The innovation is remarkable. The isoelastic system allowed Norton to use a large parallel twin without transferring vibration to the rider. The engine thumps at idle, but the frame remains steady. This was revolutionary technology that proved British manufacturers could innovate. The character is intoxicating. The Commando provides British twin character with refinement. The exhaust note is magnificent. The riding experience is engaging and connected. Modern bikes isolate you from the mechanical process. But what makes the Commando special is the cult following. These bikes represent British motorcycling at its peak before the industry collapsed. Riders who want authentic British character choose Commandos. Commando bikes now sell for $10,000 to $20,000. At those prices, they represent investment potential as collectibles. The Commando is British brilliance, but what if you want American V-twin simplicity? Our next motorcycle is an Indian legend. Number 6. The Laverda 750 SF. The Laverda 750 SF represents Italian engineering excellence, a motorcycle that combined brutal performance with surprising reliability. What makes the 750 SF still impressive? Laverda engineered this 744cc air-cooled DOHC parallel twin to produce 60 horsepower with aggressive delivery. The bike was designed for racing but remained streetable. The handling was exceptional for the era. The performance is legendary. The 750 SF accelerates with urgency and handles with precision. These bikes dominated production racing in the 70s. The top speed of 125 miles per hour was impressive. The reliability is better than expected. Laverda engines are robust and tolerant of hard use. The air-cooled design is simple. The DOHC valve train requires maintenance but is straightforward. But what makes the 750 SF special is the racing heritage. These bikes competed at the highest levels and won. Modern Laverdas lack this racing pedigree. 750 SF bikes now sell for $15,000 to $30,000. At those prices, they represent investment as collectibles. The 750 SF is Italian racing. But what if you want Japanese performance with unique styling? Our next motorcycle is a Suzuki legend. Number 5. The Suzuki RE5. The Suzuki RE5 represents revolutionary engineering, the only rotary engine motorcycle ever mass-produced. What makes the RE5 still fascinating? Suzuki engineered this 497cc single-rotor Wankel engine to produce 62 horsepower with turbine smooth delivery. The rotary design provided minimal vibration. The styling was futuristic, with unique instrumentation. The innovation is remarkable. The Wankel rotary engine has no pistons, no connecting rods, no camshafts, just a spinning rotor. The design is simple with few moving parts. The power delivery is incredibly smooth. The uniqueness is absolute. The RE5 is the only production rotary motorcycle. Riding one is a unique experience. The smoothness, the distinctive sound, the futuristic feel. But what makes the RE5 special is the rarity. Suzuki built these for 2 years and they remain oddities. Collectors prize them for uniqueness. RE5 bikes now sell for $10,000 to $20,000. At those prices, they represent investment as rare collectibles. The RE5 is rotary uniqueness. But what if you want proven inline-4 performance? Our next motorcycle is a Kawasaki legend. Number 4. The Kawasaki KZ900. The Kawasaki KZ900 represents refined superbike design, a motorcycle that improved upon the Z1 formula. What makes the KZ900 superior to modern bikes? Kawasaki refined the 903cc inline-4 with improved reliability. The engine produces 85 horsepower with smooth delivery. The handling was improved over the Z1. The build quality was excellent. The performance is still impressive. The KZ900 accelerates strongly and handles competently. The top speed of 135 miles per hour would be respectable today. The brakes are adequate with dual front discs. The reliability is exceptional. KZ900 engines routinely exceed 100,000 miles. The air-cooled design is simple and robust. The DOHC valve train is durable. These bikes refuse to die. But what makes the KZ900 special is the refinement. This bike improved upon the Z1 without losing the character. Modern bikes are too refined. They lack the edge. KZ900 bikes now sell for $5,000 to $10,000. At those prices, they represent excellent value. The KZ900 is a refined superbike, but what if you want ultimate performance? Our next motorcycle is a Suzuki legend. Number 3. The Suzuki GS750. The Suzuki GS750 represents peak 70s engineering, a motorcycle that combined performance, reliability, and refinement. What makes the GS750 superior to modern bikes? Suzuki engineered this 749cc DOHC inline-4 to produce 68 horsepower with smooth delivery. The shaft drive eliminates chain maintenance. The handling was excellent for the era. The build quality was exceptional. The reliability is legendary. GS750 engines routinely exceed 120,000 miles. The shaft drive is bulletproof. The DOHC valve train is durable. These bikes run forever. The refinement is impressive. The inline-4 is smooth with minimal vibration. The shaft drive is silent and maintenance-free. The handling is neutral and confidence-inspiring. The comfort is excellent for touring. But what makes the GS750 special is the versatility. This bike handles commuting, touring, and sport riding with equal capability. Modern bikes are too specialized. GS750 bikes now sell for $3,000 to $7,000. At those prices, they represent incredible value. The GS750 is versatile excellence, but what if you want cafe racer simplicity? Our next motorcycle is a Honda legend. Number 2. The Honda Hawk CB400T. The Honda Hawk CB400T represents peak, small displacement design, a motorcycle that combined inline twin smoothness with cafe styling. What makes the Hawk still relevant? Honda engineered this 400cc DOHC inline twin to produce 43 horsepower with smooth delivery. The bike weighs 374 pounds, creating excellent handling. The cafe styling was beautiful. The smoothness is exceptional. The DOHC twin provides minimal vibration. The engine revs freely to 10,000 RPM. The sound is wonderful. Modern singles cannot match this. The handling is legendary. The Hawk is light and flickable. The suspension is good. The brakes are adequate. The overall package is balanced. But what makes the Hawk special is the styling. This bike pioneered the factory cafe racer. Modern retro bikes fake the aesthetic, and the Hawk had it naturally. Hawk bikes now sell for $5,000 to $10,000. At those prices, they represent investment potential. The Hawk is cafe perfection, but our number one 70s motorcycle combines all the best attributes: performance, reliability, character, and timeless design. Number 1. The Yamaha XS650. We conclude with the motorcycle that perfectly represents why 70s bikes remain relevant: the Yamaha XS650, a parallel twin that combines British character with Japanese reliability. What makes the XS650 the ultimate 70s bike? Yamaha engineered this 653cc air-cooled SOHC parallel twin to produce 53 horsepower with torque delivery. The bike provides British twin character with Japanese reliability, the best of both worlds. The shaft drive eliminates maintenance. The styling is timeless. The character is intoxicating. The parallel twin thumps with British rhythm, but starts reliably every time. The exhaust note is magnificent. The vibration is moderate, enough for character without numbing your hands. The riding experience is engaging and connected. The reliability is exceptional. XS650 engines routinely exceed 100,000 miles with basic maintenance. The air-cooled design is simple. The shaft drive is bulletproof. The SOHC valve train is robust. These bikes simply refuse to die. The versatility is remarkable. The XS650 handles commuting, touring, and sport riding with equal capability. The comfort is excellent. The fuel economy is good at 45 miles per gallon. The luggage capacity is adequate. This bike does everything well. But the genius of the XS650 is that Yamaha proved you could combine British character with Japanese reliability. British bikes had character but broke constantly. Japanese bikes were reliable but lacked soul. The XS650 delivered both, creating the ultimate motorcycle. Thomas from Michigan bought a 1973 XS650 for $4,000. 8 years and 56,000 miles later, he told me, This bike has never left me stranded. I have ridden it across the country twice. The shaft drive means I never adjust chains. The engine starts instantly even at 0 degrees, and people constantly stop me to talk about the bike. Modern bikes do not create connections. The XS does. XS650 bikes now sell for $4,000 to $9,000, depending on condition. At those prices, they represent incredible value, more character, better reliability, and lower total cost than modern bikes costing 3 times as much. Do you own a 70s motorcycle that refuses to die? Have you experienced the joy of riding a simple bike that responds instantly without electronic intervention? Drop your experiences in the comments below. Click on the next video to continue the ride. Subscribe in order to join our tribe, and don't you forget to like this video.